If you're a fan of CD Projekt Red and their titles, then this is your time to shine, because the studio behind the Witcher series as well as Cyberpunk have announced a lot of new games recently. We have previously covered in a video that the CEO revealed some small details about the future of the Witcher series, but more recently CD Projekt Red have announced that one of the projects that they were previously working on, known as Codename Canis Majoris, is actually going to be a full-on Witcher 1 remake. So let's go through the details that they've revealed alongside other recent announcements to get you guys up to speed on all of the Witcher projects that are currently in development. So if you do enjoy this video, definitely show support by clicking like and subscribe and click the bell, because we have so much content planned every day that you don't want to miss out on. We would love to know if you guys think this remake is needed, as we know some people aren't too happy with the recent remake trends, like the recent Last of Us Part 1 remake happening so soon after the game's release. Personally speaking, we think that this game is actually a pretty good one to remake, because the first game is kind of rough now and a little bit dated, although it's still very good, and could definitely benefit from having a full-on remake. And with a lot of Witcher fans coming into the series at The Witcher 3 or off of the back of the Witcher Netflix series, many people may have missed out on the original Witcher 1. But tell us what you think down in the comments below. So let's go over what we knew about Canis Majoris before, and here's a statement released by CD Projekt Red. Canis Majoris, a full-fledged Witcher game separate from the new Witcher saga, starting with Polaris. It will be developed by an external studio headed by experienced developers who have worked on past Witcher games. The thing is though, we now know that this is a complete remake of the first Witcher game and is going to be remade in Unreal Engine 5. We know that the studio who is handling the development of the game is Fool's Theory, and this studio actually has veteran developers that have previously worked on past Witcher games, and in addition to this, CD Projekt Red will provide full creative supervision on the project. When you look into Fool's Theory as a developer, it seems that the studio mostly provides development support, as they have worked as support for the following games: Baldur's Gate 3, Divinity Original Sin, Outriders, and more. Currently they are also working on their own RPG IP, and here is what they have to say about it. Codename Vitriol. We're happy to announce our RPG project based on a new IP. The game will be targeted at mature recipients. Project codename is Vitriol. The game will be the largest project we have carried out by far. So overall, for Project Vitriol, we're super excited to see what they will do with this new IP, but let's jump back to the Witcher remake, because all the details of the project are sounding very promising, and the switch to Unreal Engine 5 for this Witcher remake should allow the game to avoid making the same mistakes that happened back at the launch for Cyberpunk 2077. In addition to that, it would allow them to increase the scope and level of detail of the game too. For those interested that haven't played The Witcher 1, the story starts just after the main saga from the books. It picks up after he has lost his memory, and during the course of the game he finds out more about himself along with his Witcher roots. The Witcher 1 was originally released back in 2007 on PC and Mac, and it had a positive reception at the time, with it currently sitting at 81 on Metacritic. Hopefully we'll have some modern day adjustments that can push that score up even further with some improvements. From the statement released by CD Projekt Red, they seem pretty confident in Fool's Theory to bring the vision of The Witcher 1 back to life. Here is the statement released by the CEO of CD Projekt Red. The Witcher is where it all started for us, for CD Projekt Red. It was the first game we made ever, and it was a big moment for us back then. Going to this place and remaking the game for the next generation to experience feels just as big, if not bigger. This was said by Adam Badowski, head of the studio of CD Projekt Red. He goes on to say, collaborating with Fool's Theory on the project is just as exciting, as some of the people there have been previously involved in the Witcher games. They know the source material well, they know how much gamers have been looking forward to seeing the remake happen, and they know how to make incredible and ambitious games. And although it will take some time before we're ready to show more about and from the game, I know it will be worth the wait. CD Projekt Red have reaffirmed that the project is in early stages of development, so we don't have many details to share at the moment, but we will do at a later date, so don't worry, there are plenty more Witcher projects on the way. In fact, we actually already know of 2 more Witcher projects that are coming by the codename of Sirius and Polaris. Codename Sirius is a Witcher project that will feature both a single-player campaign as well as having a multiplayer component. CD Projekt Red have said that this one will differ from past Witcher games. But the big project is codename Polaris, which is a completely new Witcher Witcher trilogy built from the ground up in Unreal Engine 5. The trilogy is set to release over a 6-year-long period of time, and the first game is going to be the technological foundation for the sequels that will come after it. So it's going to be super interesting to see those improvements visibly in the remake that we can then expect going forward into the Codename Polaris trilogy. Personally speaking, I'm a massive Witcher fan. The Witcher 1 was fantastic, although it definitely is showing its age now, while The Witcher 2 is also incredible if you never played that one. Of course, I'm sure you guys have either played or heard of The Witcher 3, so I don't need to say much there, but the idea of remaking The Witcher 1 is extremely exciting for me, and I personally cannot wait to revisit that storyline. So if you did find this video helpful, definitely click like to show support because it really does help us out. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell because as soon as there's more news on The Witcher, we've got you covered here on the channel. The 2 videos on screen now we think you're going to really enjoy if you did enjoy this one. You don't have to, but if you did find out anything new or interesting or thought-provoking, then the 2 on screen now will probably be perfect for you. Do let us know what you think though after watching in the comments down below.